for the Master, the rule of war on the unleashing of the attack of the sons of light against the company of the sons of darkness, the army of Belial against the band of Edom, Moab, and the sons of Ammon, and against the army of the sons of the east, and the Philistines, and against the bands of the Kittim of Assyria, and their allies, the ungodly of the covenant. The sons of Levi, Judah, and Benjamin, the exiles in the desert, shall battle against them in all their bands, when the exiled sons of light return from the desert of the peoples to camp in the desert of Jerusalem. And after the battle, they shall go up from there to Jerusalem. This was how the war scroll of the Qumran sect began. It is likely that this represented how many Jews of the Second Temple period viewed life, as people caught up in the midst of an escalating apocalyptic battle between the forces of good and evil, between light and darkness. For many, the final conflict was inevitable and imminent, and they looked forward to the day of judgment when the faith they had in God would be vindicated. It should not come as a surprise then that in the time of Jesus, these same expectations may have undergirded much of their messianic hopes and aspiration for freedom. In their eyes, they were unfortunate victims in the natural under the oppressive rule of the Romans or the Kittim. In the spiritual, they were bystanders, caught up in some cosmic conflict that was beyond them, suffering the downstream consequences of that war. Their hope was for an anointed deliverer of God who would end this battle once and for all and free them from all suffering. We can probably relate to this with our own daily battles and skirmishes in the circumstances of life that can sometimes leave us helpless and in despair. We too long for a righteous ruler who would come and right all wrongs and set the world straight. But what of the darkness in our hearts? Jesus pointed out that the greatest war was waged within and not without. In the Gospel of Mark, chapter 7, verses 20 to 23, he said, "What comes out of a man, that defiles a man. For from within, out of the heart of man, proceed evil thoughts, adulteries, fornications, murders, thefts, covetousness, wickedness, deceit, lewdness, an evil eye, blasphemy, pride, foolishness. All these evil things come from within and defile a man." The evil that we see in the world is simply a reflection of the collective darkness that reigns unchecked within the human heart. And it is this darkness that Jesus came to conquer. When rage and unforgiveness animate our flesh, when self-righteous angst burn with justification, when selfish demands ascend the throne of our hearts, that is when Jesus ascended the hill and took our place on the old rugged cross. There, he sought to purge our flesh of darkness with the outflow of His love and to give us a new heart. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. The Apostle Paul exhorts us, therefore, put to death your members which are on the earth: fornication, uncleanness, passion, evil desire, and covetousness, which is idolatry. This week, let us remember that we are sons of light and allow that light to wash over our souls so that we may ascend the hill of the Lord.